What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and today I am joined by the winner of the 2022 Texas Pro Open Men's Bodybuilding. I'm pleased to welcome the next Mr. Olympia competitor, Andrew Jacked. Man, how you doing? We had you on before Texas, and now you're Texas Pro Champion, and you're going to the 2022 Mr. Olympia. How does that feel?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it wasn't in the never expected it to happen, but I mean, it's a blessing. I would say it's a blessing because looking back to March when I did the amateur Ohio, uh, it wasn't in the books. It wasn't even planned for me to be at the Olympia this year. But hey, God has a plan for everyone. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
So you've done three contests you've done now in your entire career?
No, I've done just two. The Arnold Amateur in March, and this was my first pro show. The last year was just like local shows I did, which was not it wasn't anything. I was just trying to just find my groove in the bodybuilding industry, because that was when I wanted to really get myself involved in it. Yeah. And it was nothing. Actually, it was nothing. It was just a breeze.
You always wanted to get through to the IFBB pro side of things, I guess, and be able to compete for that Olympia. Because, man, like I saw, photos of you for years, not for a few years or however long it was. I noticed you training with Larry Wills, and you were over there in Dubai, and obviously just growing and getting huge. And I was wondering if your physique would convert to the stage, and it definitely did, man, because you've obviously, like you said, won your pro card and been qualified in the most stacked lineup of the year too. So how did that feel, obviously being in a lineup with, the top five, top six were all outrageous. So how did that feel?
Well, man, like the way I do my things, I weigh my competition, even when I wanted to do the Arnold Ohio, I was weighing my competition. I was checking the stats and posts and trainings and everything about people I'll be competing with. You know what I mean? So I was doing the same in Texas, and because after the Boston show, I think almost every weekend you have this pro shows like coming up. So I was always keeping in. I was always like watching every shows, learning from people, saying what stuff I need to fix, what has to be done, and stuff like that. And not just that. When I checked the stats of the people I'll be competing with for the Texas Pro, and I've still got some who came from the Tampa Pro. I was like, okay, so they did the whole maths and algorithms and backstage. I saw them, and that was a wrap. I knew it was a wrap.
So did you say it was a wrap? So you thought you knew you'd won?
Yeah, like anything I'm doing, like even in the local shows I did, which was just a breeze through, even in Ohio, even I'm not like confidence or jumping into conclusion, or or just underrating my opponent or competition. You know what I mean? I always see everyone like a threat, and I have to like speed up my game, also be better than myself. But when I go backstage, that's when I finally tell myself if I have to keep pushing harder or if I should just cruise. And backstage, when I saw everyone, I knew I just had to just battle it out with the prejudging. After the prejudging, I was very relaxed. I was a little bit tensed and backstage, because one, the condition in terms of physique wise, I knew I was the best everywhere, but condition, it's plays a huge factor. Is the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. So I knew I had a competition in in prejudging, but that was why I tried to give my full battle and fight there. And after the prejudging, I knew it was a wrap. I knew it was a wrap.
Yeah. When I
Yeah, I
saw
came
you,
back. I came back for finals, and I knew I had it. I knew I had it. I knew I had it. So I was even relaxed. My posing was just more easier. My freestyle, I was just having fun. I was just breezing through because I knew I had it. That was when my confidence was
yeah.
100% back.
And it was one thing as well. I did hear that you put on like the type of like sheen that you used on the top of the oil or whatever was different to everyone else's, like one of George's like sort of secret tricks and stuff. And that made it somewhat of a made you stand out, I guess, because on the live stream, man, you were the one I was like, whoa, okay, yeah, Andrew Jack's got this easy. And when I saw some photos, I saw Martin was really, really conditioned. I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's a bit more interesting and a bit closer than I thought. But out of the after watching the video, I was like, okay, yeah, Andrew Jack's got this. He's going to clean it up. But what did you think about, I suppose, looking back at photos and videos after the contest about, obviously Martin Fitzwater, who, he spoke about it on the podcast as well and mentioned, that he says that he wants to, I can't remember. I don't want to misquote him, but he said something along the lines of he wants to basically out condition you and show you up on conditioning at the Arnold UK. So what did you think about Martin and what did you think about the other guys after looking, at the videos and photos?
Um, there's something I always, I tell myself. I tell myself, like I don't want to be the best version of myself because I'm not there yet, but I want to be the best version of everyone there. So in terms of condition, because one, I'm dark skinned. Our skin, it's the texture of our skin is different. It's different. It's very hard.
Mm.
The white skin, for the lighter skin, it's easy to get conditioned. So what I just want to do is just come in like 70, 80, 60% condition, but shredded and in good shape because I know I've got the symmetry and lines and everything. So that it's another added advantage. So
Yeah.
Martin actually he was more conditioned than I am, but I just outdid him. If you know what I mean, I outdid him in everything, in terms of roundness of muscle, in terms of symmetry, in terms of everything. I just outdid him. So that just stole everything. So sometimes it's not about just being very conditioned. Like Morgan was, I think he was the more conditioned person in the lineup.
Yeah.
Morgan Asti, the French guy, he was a more conditioned person in the lineup. But at the end of the day, he wasn't even in top 10.
Yeah.
See what I mean? So mine for darker skinned people, it's we can't be on the same par of condition as the lighter skin people. It just has to do with our skin because it's different. But in terms of the muscle, the symmetry, the the artistical design is different.
Yeah, man.
And
And it
yeah,
flows.
Martin, yeah, and Martin was good in prejudging. He was a threat in prejudging, but in finals, I saw him backstage. I was like, bro, nah, it's a wrap. I
Mhm.
don't know what he did in the finals, but nah,
Do you
he
feel like
wasn't
he
as
spilled
good.
over maybe?
He wasn't as good and sharp like prejudging
Yeah.
in the
Well, Marty did
finals.
say to me he did want to fill up and come in freaky, or so I don't know what his exact words were to me at finals and try to push things obviously, because it did seem like after prejudging, some people did say Steve Kuklo was close there, but I thought it was clearly between you and Marty for that top two, and it's cool that we'll be able to see you guys head to head at the Arnold Classic UK. If, that's still your plans, man, because I messaged you after I heard a rumor going around, but maybe you're missing the Arnold Classic UK, but I messaged you about it and I wanted to obviously, go there first. So I thought I'd ask you directly, is the plan still to do the Arnold Classic UK prior to the Olympia?
Yeah, yeah. The plans stays the same because for me, I'm using all this like to just boost and build my endurance and confidence more because I still have to meet some more people, especially in the Olympia. In the Olympia, I'll be meeting the real big boys, you know. So in the honor of meeting most pros that already been to the Olympia for like 2 3 years. So for me, it's like a learning that process. You know what I mean? So I'll be doing it, but I think yesterday, yeah, you know, I went to the embassy to fix up my visa stuff and everything, and I sent the documents to the organizers. So we'll see what happens. They're trying to like fast track and expedite it. So we'll see what happens. So whatever happens, if it's if I have to go, I will go. If I don't have to go, I can't do anything because for me, all my life I've lived by faith. You know, I'm a very strong Christian, and if God says something is meant for me, it will come. If He says it's not mine, I will just chill, and something bigger will come after that. So I'm not, you know, in the whole. Mine, I
So
just take things the way it is. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's
yeah,
still a simple. No, that we won't put in the effort. We'll do the work and let God handle the rest, and that's it. So,
sure.
yeah,
So he's still prepping for it as if you're gonna do it.
yeah, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course.
Well, I saw you doing the cardio this morning on your Instagram story, so you're still
Yeah,
putting in the work, man. So that's still obviously the plan. But
yeah.
man, what's it like being an IFBB pro, living in Dubai? Like, there's some crazy gyms over there. I've seen the gym you train at, which is absolutely insane, or some of the gyms you trained at. So, what's it like lifestyle wise in Dubai? Because it seems I've never been there, so I don't know what it's exactly like, but it seems like it's a different sort of world.
Oh, it's nothing, man. It's nothing, bro. It's nothing. It's just like for someone like me. I've lived here for years, so it's like home. It's I don't say the whole. I don't see the whole. You know, like special thing here. It's just home. The lifestyle is good. It's awesome. It's amazing. You know, I think it's the best in the world, and that's why I'm fixed here. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm living here to go live any other place now. Because here I find peace more. It's just all about where you're comfortable. Here I find peace and comfort. So I'm just here. But it's nothing in terms of the being an IFBB pro. It's nothing, brother. Just I'm a lover of sports. So
Yeah. Are you well known in Dubai? Like, do you walk down the street and a lot of people know you, or how sort of, I suppose,
oh yeah,
recognized are you?
oh yeah, yeah. I'm well known. I think here after Big Ramy, who's got the big name. I think I'm the next. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's
I think
killer.
I'm the big name. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm the next
awesome.
with the big name.
Now, are you
But
still
I
an
don't know.
engineer?
Yeah, yeah. Go on.
Oh, I said, are you still an engineer?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's my
still work.
profession. Sports is just my passion. Sports is just something I find peace in. Engineering is what I studied in school, and that's what I'm doing. So, but it's I cut down my job to just to contract only, not like full time now. It's just for contract only, say contract stuff. Yeah, while I do my bodybuilding stuff on the side. So because I don't want to like intertwine them both of them because I'm still like studying. I mean, I still have to do my PhD and masters also. It's in my plan. After it will come, it's no problem because everyone in my family have got their masters except me. You know, instead of doing my masters, I went over to do another, like degree in sports science. So I spent extra like 3 4 years extra.
Yeah,
So at least now I've got like 2 degrees, but I still have plans to do my masters and PhD after that
yeah,
in electrical engineering. So yeah.
sure. Does the rest of your family have crazy genetics like you? Like, is everyone else like sort of sports stars and stuff like that, or muscular?
No, I'm a Nigerian. That's something you should understand. And I'm from West Africa. West Africans, we've got the best genetics in the world. So
Hmm.
everyone is good.
Yeah, well, you got obviously you got Quentin Araya and then you got Samson Dowda. They're both Nigerian, I believe, if that's right. And then
Yeah,
and you said you're Nigerian as well.
yeah. I'm Nigerian
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
Man, we've got some Nigerian talent coming through in the IFBB Pro League, man. So it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
We're probably going to have
Welcome.
3 of you guys in the top 10 very soon.
Yeah, even the classic guy. I think something. The guy who won the classic, the Tampa and the Texas, the classic guy, something about it. I think so. Yeah, he's Nigerian too.
I'm trying to think who won. I can't even remember right now off the top of my head.
Yeah,
it was what's his name?
Yeah, the short guy who won the classic pro, won the classic pro in Tampa and Texas. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, Courage. Yeah. Oh wow,
yeah,
so
yeah. Courage, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Courage Opara. Yeah. He's Nigerian too.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
He's awesome as well. So there's obviously a lot of good genetics coming out of there. So
oh man, he's crazy. He's freaky. He's freaky too.
Now, obviously the rivalry, between you and Martin Fitzwater, like I feel like there's a rivalry building there somewhat, at least anyway,
No, I don't see. The thing about me is, I just I've got too many things to think about. I've got too many things in my head, too many things to think about, then paying attention to what people are saying or what people are doing or whatever. As usual, the media and people just keep saying some things, but I don't even pay attention. Like if you remember when like lots of people was sent like DMs was like flooding with what the bro chart Ian and whatever was saying, Ben Chow and whatever, but I never paid attention to anything because it's not me. I've got bigger things to think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a good way to be, man.
So everyone is entitled to their own opinion, So I can't get myself involved with what someone is saying.
Yeah.
In his own word, like thought or whatever. So but at the end of the day, by the end of the day, I still got. Even like the fans are the one who's doing the fighting and not even me. So
yeah,
yeah, bro, like it's funny, It's funny because I don't get the whole hype and whatever. I never hyped myself up. I never posted. I'm just posting physical updates after my competition, not before. All those were videos from people, from Milos and some other people. So I never did any of those hype train stuff. I was just focused on the mission. And I just wanted to prove to people that I'm not exactly what they're saying, because everyone was saying how will he fare on stage with the pros and all that. But I've been with some of the pros and I know that I'm more better than them. And I proved it to them there. And I showed them that here, and that was me, not even, that was me, what, like 75, 80%. That wasn't even anything.
Yeah.
We haven't even gone to 90 or 100% because I just like started in March, and we're not trying to like push all through because we don't know how my body system will react. So we're just going step by step, stage after stage. So let them talk and do their thing. I'm just focused on what I'm doing. That's less stress for me.
Yeah.
Less stress for me.
There's only one thing I want to ask you on that as well is because I asked Martin about it as well. When you guys were on stage, Tyler Mannion, you guys bumped elbows like in a back double bicep, and Tyler Mannion said "Stop it, Marty" or something like that, or "What are you doing, Martin?" Was anything said then? Because I asked Marty about it, and he said he couldn't even. He's like, man, he's like, I didn't hear anything, but he's like, I don't know. He's like, he's just so focused that he just wasn't listening probably.
Like truly, even they have so many cheat codes. Even backstage, one of the athletes, one of the competitors walked up to me and told me that, hey man, when you're posing and you see people like stepping back from the line, you also have to step back of the line so that you can out angle them, because that's the cheat code. They're trying to out angle you. I never had any idea. Like there was a time where everyone backed out of the line, and I was still there on the line, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? So when we were like doing the back like double by, yeah, we bumped into elbows, but as you're flexing and all that, it seems like you're trying to like like push out the person, but it wasn't. We were just like flexing,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And when you're flexing, obviously you're tense. So if you're knocking elbows, you're going to be, and you guys are strong as hell. So it's going to look like you're trying to push each other out of the way a little bit.
Yeah, but if maybe truly we had like a squabble or a beef or whatever, which we don't. Number one, I'm taller, I'm stronger. So in terms of strength, or even they put us like I was in fact, I'm an MMA guy too. So
For real.
in terms of anything, I don't think he can stand with me even. You know what I mean? So, but
I don't think Marty
we
wants to fight you. I wouldn't worry.
yeah, but but we didn't we didn't have anything. That was just like normal flexing. It was I didn't have anything against him. No. We
For
were
sure.
just like flexing, and it was nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to prove that he's like dominant, because of course you have to prove your dominancy. But as long as you better than the other person, you don't have to show. Everyone can see that you're better. So
Yeah. For sure, man. Now, coming into that 2022 Mr. Olympia, man, people are considering you right up there. Like, there's a bunch of people saying, like, yeah, this dude can be top 5, he can be top 6. Some people saying that maybe you won't live up to those sort of great heights, because, man, there is a lot of good competitors in this Mr. Olympia in 2022. And you mentioned before that you're a stats and you're a maths sort of a man, and obviously being an engineer, that makes sense. What sort of chances do you give yourself, and where do you see yourself fitting in at the 2022 Mr. Olympia?
well, definitely I'm going back to the drawing board to fix some logging parts, which I was instructed and directed to fix, so that I can make a good position there at the Olympia. I do all that, and I believe I can make a good position. I won't say what, but I know I can make a good position there and disappoint some people. But until I get those things done, I can't actually say. I can't
Yeah.
say.
Do you think there's any chance you can win the 2022 Olympia?
That's exactly what I'm saying. If I get those things done that they instructed me to do, I fix it, and you never can tell, because you never can tell. Anything can happen the day before the show. Anything can happen even after prejudging. You know, some people can come in flat, some people can come in another way, and you can just have the advantage and opportunity to be. But anything can happen. I believe anything can happen. Anything can happen. Uh, so we just have to. Mine. I'm focused on just uh, going back to my correctional facility, fixing up things that needs to be fixed, and we'll see what happens.
Man, you should put that on a like a t-shirt or something. Your correctional facility.
And that's why I call it. You know, like call it because, yeah, because I mean, you know, it's not just about going to the gym. It's still about fixing some posings here and there. You know, doing some other like necessary things, some massages, deep tissue stuff, and so many things. So it's a facility of, you know, you just have to do like so many things all together.
Yeah, and you've been training
Yeah.
obviously for more than like you know, you've been competing obviously, because you can't get to that size in a year's time. But I suppose like you've only done 3 contests, and that's very little stage experience. It's minimal, man. Especially going to Olympia, I don't think there would have been many
Yeah.
guys that have only done 3 shows total, or whatever it's been, going into a Mr. Olympia. So is that something that you've got like Flex Wheeler and those guys sort of drilling opposing and drilling all that sort of stuff into you in terms of stage presence and stuff? Because you obviously had a good stage presence.
Yeah, yeah. I will say, you know, for me, it's just all about the mentality. You know, just about the mentality. Yeah, Flex, you know, like he did his part for, you know, like the posing and push me and endurance and everything. But apart from that, I was also doing my own homework at home. You know, me and my girl, after cardio, we come back, we do posing, we do the endurance, we do everything. Again, we do posing and this and this and this. We watch some videos and try to fix some things, this and this. So I was actually doing homework on myself at home by myself, even, you know. So it's just all about the mentality.
Yeah, man, for
You know what
sure.
I
I
mean?
just want to
Yeah.
ask one quick question, because I know you got to get going. But
Yeah.
what's your sort of goals, I suppose, with bodybuilding and after bodybuilding? Because you're a guy that's, you know, obviously you've only just burst on the scene, but you're not, you know, 25 years old or 22 years old. So what's your goals, and how long do you see yourself doing bodybuilding for? And do you have any sort of acting or any sort of aspirations like that after bodybuilding?
Uh, For now, I'm just enjoying the moment, and whatever comes comes, because I can tell, because last year, even in March, I can tell that I'll be at the Olympia, and I'm here at the Olympia. So I just take things the way they come. I don't have an actual plan or whatever, but things just keeps coming. I just keep like taking them, and uh, when it's time to decide, I know when to decide. But for now, I'll just keep enjoying the moment and see what I can get out of this industry now.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much, man, for coming on Desktop Bodybuilding once again.
thanks a lot,
We
brother.
enjoyed
I
having you on the
appreciate that.
podcast, and you're welcome
Thanks a
on
lot.
anytime, man, obviously, as well. So, yeah, thank you so much for giving up your time. And do
Thanks
you
a
have
lot.
any sponsors or anything like that you want to thank before we wrap it up?
No, 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 because I still haven't put pen to paper with anyone yet. Although I do have like so many like coming, but I don't want to get myself all entangled in something now that will distract me or tie me down from what I'm doing. Like all alone, I'm comfortable. I mean, I've been going to shows, I've been doing all these things from my pocket, and I'm comfortable. I'm okay. I'm not complaining.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to like get myself all entangled in this whole sponsorship thing and just get distracted or whatever. No, I just want to be free.
I was about to say,
Do my
man, I was
thing.
literally about to
Yeah,
say, you just want to live free,
yeah,
hey? Like,
yeah. Do my thing by myself, for myself when I want to, and everything. I don't have to depend on anyone or any. Nah, man, no.
that's cool, man. I think everyone loves the idea of that, but obviously, if you don't have the financial means, then it makes it a little bit hard. But obviously, man, you're doing well. Love what you do over there, and
Yeah,
look
I'm
forward to
okay. I'm
seeing.
okay. I'm okay. I'm doing well. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm taking good care of myself. I'm not complaining. I'm not. It's for me. It's okay. I want to do something I do it by myself. I
Yeah,
don't have to go. Nah, man. Nah. Sponsors, they can wait, but for now, I don't think I'm interested in anyone yet. I'm not interested yet.
yeah, cool. That's very different to how 99.9% of people are out there. So I love to hear it, man, and love to hear your reasoning and all that sort of stuff behind it as well. So thank you so much for coming on Desktop Bodybuilding once again. Everyone
Thanks a
go over,
lot, bro.
follow Andrew Jacked on his social media and his YouTube and all that sort of stuff. I'll put the links to that in the description below. So make sure you check that out. So that's it for myself, Xavier Wills, and Andrew Jacked. We are out.
Yes, sir.